Hey everybody! Oh my god! What's going on? All kinds of things. Sorry I'm late. I apologize for being 2 minutes late. Hi, Smiley Molly. Yes, we wish Katie from Blame Katie and the Actual Factual a very happy birthday today. Hi Eve. Pam O'Connor. Hi, Annabelle. Innocent. Beautiful Disaster. Hello, I like that name. Hi, Peas. I like that name. Hey, Northeast Pats. Turn the page. Please tell me you guys can hear me. Let's see. I'm always behind in chat though. Somebody bought gas. Oh my god, I just started that this afternoon. Hi, Dodie. Nani, aka Frankie. Hello. Uh-oh. Annabelle, thank you so much for the, that's awesome. Oh, Peas, yeah, that was... Hey, Bob, that was not so good. I can't see who got the memberships. That's awesome, Annabelle. Thank you so much. Turn the page. Okay, I will try not to be behind in the chat for a change. Okay, so I had a friend do my little... Oh, hey, Rain Dancer. That girl, hi. The 5 memberships didn't show up in chat. Uh-oh. Lisa Maxwell, hello. Oh, it didn't show? Uh-oh. I don't know how to do that. I just started that today. I'll look into it. Maybe you guys have to put that you accept memberships? What's Lillian saying? Please don't set a church on fire. Oh, Lillian. I'm not setting a church on fire, but I appreciate your comment. I'll have to think about that. You're probably right. I could switch back to my other thing. Trev Time had that issue. Okay, Peas, why is it got my share my referral link? I don't want to do that. My chat's acting up. Okay, so let's get into why we're all here. First, I'm going to go through the Jimmy Long. Does everybody know who Jimmy Long is? Okay, most of the things here that we're talking about are going to be PG, our dear friend Kathy, which you know is sticks in my craw. She's just a font of misinformation and outright lies, in my opinion. There, I learned to say that. I don't think my chat's working. Flies! Welcome. Minnie Pearl, hi. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, Peas, I will take a screenshot of that and I will contact them. Did I miss anybody? Peas in a pod. Welcome. Okay, Does anybody know about Jimmy Long? This is the person that one of Prayer Garden's mods contacted this man. I'm not going to say who she is because I had a long conversation with her and she didn't want me to mention her name, but this guy she said was stalking her niece, I believe, on Facebook and leaving not very nice comments. I don't know how that you would connect that with Summer Wells, but anyway, she contacted him and started asking him questions. And it's pretty interesting here. She said, I need to speak with you first. He said, okay, what do you need, honey? Hey, Smiley Miley. Oh, Minnie Pearl, I'm sorry you have to leave already. Vicky, hi. I know I'm always behind in chat. I need to speak with you first. He said, okay, what do you need, honey? She said, what happened to Summer Moon Utah Wells? Please tell me. I won't give details to anyone. Well, that didn't work out quite that way, did it? I know that you know what happened to her. Where did you bury her? Okay. I don't know. She could be dead. Who knows? That's what Jimmy's speaking. So is it a rumor that she's at the drug rehab? Did they change her name? Because somebody said they took Summer to a drug rehab place in Knoxville. Jimmy Fletcher. Oh, P.S. Heard he has multiple Facebook accounts. Yeah, there's something fishy about this whole thing, in my opinion. Why would you take a 5-year-old girl to a drug rehab in Knoxville? Did they change her name? Okay, they're saying that she died there. So, okay, if a child died in a rehab in Knoxville, I'm pretty sure it would have been in the paper or the police would have been looking into it. I think this is just nonsense. Total nonsense. Ziggy's PI because I don't know how to do that. Sorry, I still haven't figured that out. I was Smiley, yeah. Hey, Ran5150, love me, kiss me. Because that's where John would take her. Oh, Constance Sue, no, thank you. I don't need you tonight. But when I go with Ernie, I'll try to figure out how to do that. But thanks for offering, hon. I appreciate you. Yes, I'm reading the post. This is it's a messenger conversation. And between PG's mod and this random guy she found on Facebook. Split pea soup. Dee Dee, hello. Look at all the people. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Okay, so yeah, drug rehab. I'm going to cross that off my list, if you guys don't mind. He said, I don't keep up with her. Now come and get me. And then he names her, and I will tell you what I know. Okay. He said, do you want her? She said, can you take me to her? Yes, I want her. She deserves a good mommy. He said, I will take you anywhere. He said, what makes you think I know? She said, because you know Don Wells, Marlena Crawford, and Ricky, and a whole lot more than what I've seen. And then for some reason, she sends him a picture of Ricky. He said, I know they are all full of shit. I am not scared of nothing. I'm just minding my own business. So then, PG's mod says, of course, she's totally unbiased. Help me send Donald Wells to jail. He needs to go in the slammer and get fucked up the ass for what he's done. Nice. This is nice. So Jimmy says, no, I don't do that. I'm not a police. She said, do you want me to tell the police that you know where she is? Jimmy said, I don't give a damn what you do. And PG's mod says, don't say I didn't warn you. So I don't really think that's asking for unbiased information. Do you? Help me send Don Wells to jail. Then threatening, don't say I didn't warn you. That's kind of a threat, I think. He said, I'm so fucking scared. You damn people are high or something, but I don't worry about you warning me about shit. So then we have a little nude picture that she sent him for a little extra, a little extra inducement. And he said, I have seen lots of those. Sorry. Ziggy's PI. Hey, big smile. I don't know if I missed anybody. I'm sorry. This is a very unprofessional YouTube channel. Yeah. Low tech. Sorry if you're disappointed. But my my regulars seem to know that about me and don't really care. Okay, he said, I have seen lots of those. She said, I'm still healing. I just had implants put in 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I know a little bit more about that, but I won't share it. But that is actually the truth. He said, well, hope it turns out good for you. She said, thank you. So can you at least tell me who took Summer from Beach Creek? Andy Bernard, Chad Arnold. Who did it, or did Candace do it? Oh shoot, now where did my pictures go? Okay. Oh, I don't know where the rest of them went. Oh shoot. Wait a minute. I have itchy fingers. He didn't seem too impressed. No, it didn't sound like it. Nude pics contaminated any info he may have given. Yeah, I think so. Oh, Ziggy's PI. Your time is going to be short here, I can just tell. My mod's not going to like that very well. Well, what the heck? The pictures were here and now they disappeared. Because I believe there was more nudies here. Just a minute. Technical difficulties. Yes, I'm very unprofessional. Here we go. Because I think there's more. Okay, Miss. He said Don went to Knoxville. Oh, he said Summer's not dead. Tell me, this is PG's mod. Tell me, and you can have whatever you want. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at a missing child. I'm laughing at this ridiculous attempt to extort information from someone. Tell me. He said, tell you what? She said, Summer is deceased. How do you know that she's alive? Thank you for being honest with me. I don't know. She could be dead. Who knows? No. If you're in a facility and a child dies, it's going to be in the paper. There's going to be a police report. There's going to be an autopsy. There's going to be a lot of stuff. Hey, Wisconsin Mama. I've already asked Grandma where Summer Moon is. I've already read the text. Words have been added that weren't there. Oh my goodness. That whole crew are a mess, yeah. I don't know, love me, kiss me, where it sounded very lovey. Lisa K, hey, Lisa Jetton, be nice. What is this? Don't you have a mod that admitted that she has a son that is an RSO and she supports him 100% on what he did? I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Dina Lean. Hey, Prismo. Okay, so I'm going to continue on here. Yeah. She deserves a good mommy. I will take you to who knows where she is. Oh, she said, if you can take me to Summer, I'll come and get you. Now this person lives in a different continent. I will take you to who knows where she is. She said, so you don't know? Do you know Don and Candace? He said, in Grassy Creek. Will know you have no intention of coming to get me. She said, where is Grassy Creek? He said, don't know. So then there's a missed video call. Okay, so then she said again, if you can tell me who is involved in the disappearance of Summer Wells, I will come and get you. Presumably there's some more of what she showed him involved. I don't know. He said, damn, I have not ever treated you like this. Just between us, not on here. She said, please, yes, I need to know what happened to some who took her or ended her. Then there's another edited picture. Then answer my question. I'll come and get you. I'm sorry. Are you talking Jimmy Long, Ernie's friend? Ernie knows Jimmy Long? Hey, Misty Rose. Hey, Evil Ghost. Mean Gene, it's PG's mod. This is a conversation between PG's mod and Jimmy Long. I didn't know Jimmy Long knew Ernie. Does he? That's interesting. Yeah, presumably there's more. Well, that's interesting. Okay, she's gonna come get him. Answer my question and I'll come get you. Then you can. He said, no, I am not saying anything else. She said, who took Summer Wells out of Beach Creek? Jimmy, please tell me, please, please. That poor little girl needs help. He said, no, you're just fucking with me. Yeah. I'm sorry. She said, no, I'm not. I'm not a slut. Okay. He said, yes, I need help and you want to help me. She said, just give me one name. He said, you are full of it. I don't care what you are. She said, I'm not full of it. You tell me what I need to know and I'll come and get you straight away. Is she at the drug health in Knoxville house? And then there's another nudie. um, he said, no, you help me, I help you. Oh my goodness. What does he need help with? How can I help you now to get that answer? Maybe I shouldn't be reading this. He said, I'm gone, not playing games. She said, okay, I'm sending you something now. And after I do, I want an answer because I never do this. You ready? Does this sound like a I don't know, like a 900 number? Or is that what they call it? Once I do this, I want to know who took Summer Moon Utah Wells. Yes or no? No. He said no. So you're not going to tell me who killed Summer Wells? Don't you want to see what I've got? You just I'm sorry, I'm biting my hand to keep from laughing. Hey, Becca's eyes. Jimmy is gross, definitely. Hi, Lady Grace. Oh, life's a dance. Hi, hon. I'm curious to know if all of Pam's dogs, at least this woman, is trying to get answers. Unlike me. Well, I ain't sending anybody nude pictures to bribe them into giving me false information to send someone to jail. Pam. Hey, Rain Dancer. Hey, Becca's eyes. Everybody go sub up to Becca. She has some good stuff. Okay. Yeah. Continuing on. Don't you want to see what I've got to send you? You won't get in trouble. You can delete this chat straight away. Who's Playboy? He said, trouble, hell. I smell trouble, evidently. Please tell me who killed or took Summer Wells. Someone has to speak up for her. Why are you so scared to tell me who killed her? Why is she assuming she's dead? I mean, we don't know that. I think she probably is, but, she could still be alive. I consider all possibilities. Don needs to go to jail. That's why I need to find Summer. This almost sounds like kind of a Chris McDonough kind of thing, isn't it? He thinks Don needs to go to jail too, regardless of what happens to anyone. I'm scared. I am not scared of nothing. I'm just minding my own business. So, yeah. Help me send Don Wells to jail. Let's see if that's it. He said, I am not a child killer. Maybe you are. She said, I've been looking for her for 4 years. You are my last hope. I was hoping you'd help me. He said, I don't do drugs. What are drugs? I don't know where the drugs came in. Marlena is flapping her mouth, so you better tell me. She's telling the whole world. He said, she's all mouth anyway. She said, who handed Summer over? Was it Don or Andy? Give it to Don. Give it. Or, and then she names Andy's son. And then there's an unsent message or a deleted message. Because Andy got himself into a drug debt of $40,000 and Don handed Summer over temporarily. Who was it? Which one out of those people I've mentioned? Oh, this is getting better and better. Candy Hair, Jody Sue Brown. I'll give you $10,000 if you tell me. There is just all kinds of wrong with this. All kinds of wrong. Okay, so I guess that's I don't believe that. I think he does rugs. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. Welcome, RPG Strolls. There are a couple. Pornhub revenge on trade for Summer's info. Don Wells should be in jail long ago. Well, he's, yeah, been in jail a few times. I agree. Yeah, he's not a good guy. That's for sure. Playboy was allegedly Don's dealer. Well, Don, is that in Knoxville? Because I know Don bought his crack in Knoxville. Hey, Pam O'Connor. Lisa K, a regular picture of you or Wisconsin mama would make that man go mad and never want another woman again. Yeah, I agree. Hell. We're both a great catch. Yeah, he wouldn't need another woman again if he had one of us. Be a lucky man. Okay, Mean Gene, who is Becca, Andy B's wife? Different Becca, totally. Can we see them from the neck up? Yeah, too bad I don't know how to share screen. I remember hearing about Playboy. Yeah, I hear a lot about that. Yep, plus ran 5150. JC. Who's oh. Okay, so she's saying Ernie Jimbo Collins and Jimmy Long have known each other for over 20 years. Now I want to know more about who spent time on that hill. Wow. Yeah, Becca has an awesome channel. Lisa, can you tell us any criminal history on Jimmy? No, Dean Limba, I will look that up. Pam, is that Don Wells' ex? I don't think so. She's homeless. Well, no, now she's living in Don's son, a trailer in Don's son's backyard. I don't think she gets on the internet. No one is going to tell a person where Summer is in Facebook Messenger. Oh, I could highlight a comment. Why am I not doing that? For some reason, StreamYard looks totally different on my phone tonight. Oh, um, where's, where's Eve tonight? Innocent, can you drop people's channels? Because I don't know how to do that. Hi, Real Mama T. Welcome. Shame on all of you if you wouldn't do anything to bring her home. This is not the way. This is not the way. Sorry. None of us are gonna, nobody on YouTube is gonna solve it. I agree, he should be in jail. Okay. I just deleted a comment. Myself, I'd offer all the money in Park Place, Baltic Avenue. No more wrinkled dinkies. I don't know if he sent a picture or not, because the person that sent me the text had the pictures blocked out except for the top of a pair of boobs with recent implants that were still healing. Oh, thanks, Innocent Hun. I think Don's a federal drug snitch. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, wouldn't he have been snitching on his dealer? I don't think so. And who would trust Don Wells to keep a secret? But you never know. Hey, Bree. Oh, is that Pam? Is that Pam's dogs? That's Pam's Tate? Okay, because there's two stories about Jimmy's criminal history. Okay, I'll try to track it down. There's probably more than one Jimmy. Maybe Ernie can fill us in on that. Oh, Eve was? Maybe she's not feeling good. I want Summer Moon Utah Wells home, but the idiots that use her for donos, I have no idea about. Yeah. Hey, Rex, glad to see you. Hi, Jameson. Move on, dirtbag. Stay away from school buses, or we are reporting you. I don't know what that means. I have no idea. Bree, did I say hi? Pink Moon, hi. PG is complicit in extortion. Yeah, I think she's probably complicit in a lot more than that. Move on, dirtbag. Innocent. Oh, look, it's all the people I have grown very fond of. Yeah, we got a good crowd in here. Nice people. PG had the hots for Don back in the day. You know what? I have a I have the clip of that. I might make a short of that. Swear garbage. He's on the run. Yeah. Jimmy Wayne Long. Okay. Thanks, Dina. I think Marlena said that somebody had the wrong, that PG had the wrong Jimmy Long, but I don't know. I'll check it out. Yeah, Mama T, I'm glad you're here. And you guys that have come in later, we wish Blame Katie a happy birthday today. No, I'm not the one. Dina Lynn is fine. She is one of PG's mods, but she's fine. Oh, Peas, I'm glad. Who got the memberships? I can't see. No, Dina Lynn is fine here. I don't have a problem with her. Not everybody has to agree with me here. You guys know that. All opinions are welcome as long as they're respectful, and Dina Lynn has always been respectful. Unlike some people. Right. Thank you, Renee. That's exactly right. I could have highlighted your comment. Oh, I think it's possible. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're gonna get to Ernie. I don't know if I'll get to it tomorrow, and I'm gonna be gone over the weekend. But yeah, I have permission to play a video, an interview with Ernie. It's an old one. And it's about an hour. So if I stop it for commentary too, it might be kind of long. She loved phone chatting with me. Yeah, Dina Lynn, you're fine. Just people, stop it. I mean, questioning her. Okay. Summer's case is getting more crazy every day. That's exactly right. She is. Okay, I'm trying to. A lot of us try to stay neutral. Dina Lynn, I don't know. Seriously, it could be anything. I've said from the very first day, if she walked out of the woods tomorrow, I would not be surprised. This is just the craziest case with the unbelievable cast of characters. No evidence that we know of. I know TBI has some because I've heard of some things they have, but yeah, people don't have to agree with me to be here. Oh my God, life's a dance. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is awesome. Innocent, don't block me. She doesn't like me. Meme Jean, you're fine. Oh, you got a membership. Oh, Jameson got one. Was PG's hiring dancer? Was PG's mod being paid? I don't think PG has any money. Benny said that she was searching under couch cushions for coins to buy cigarettes when he met her. I didn't say that. Benny said that. And he was with her right from the very beginning. Now, I've recently found some court cases against Kathy. The most recent one is 2023, but there are several civil cases for money. So I don't think she has any money, but that's just me. Okay. Yeah, Meme Gene. Hey, Jess. I know. Oh my God, I can't believe. Oh, Meme Gene, you got a membership. Now, Lisa, I want to see you in my chat. Well, I've been in your chat. I have to sleep sometime. Yeah, see? People watch your Mama T. Think we should give Dina Lynn. I can do that. I can make Dina Lynn a mod. Yeah, she's a mod. I'll do that. I am confused because Wisconsin Mommy, you're getting talked about more than PG tonight. Yeah, I left PG when she started drooling over Ernie. Yeah, that was disgusting, actually. And she was talking about how she wanted to take a shower with him. Uh, although he did say he liked older women. So who knows? That could work out. Lady Grace. I'm sorry, that's funny. Oh, Becca, are you sure that you wanted to word that like that? I'm getting a little I must be tired. I'm getting a little punchy here. You're a bushwatcher? I need socks for her little daughter. Yes. Um, Mean Jean, she is 59. She does sound older though, doesn't she? Yes. She definitely has a I don't want a steel-toed boot. Oh yeah. Real Mama T, no, it's not. It's about Prayer Garden. And my channel is outing misinformation, correcting misinformation. Um, I don't have Cash Apps or Super Chat. Sorry. I did memberships just thought long and hard about it, and I never thought I'd do it. But when I get into putting out Shelby Shell's information that I have, I thought I would at least do that initially as members only, just to keep the trolls out. Because I thought a troll probably isn't going to buy a membership just to be a troll. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know that much about membership, so. No, I didn't use Summer's name. Mama T. Oh. Excuse me. Still got a little bit of cough. Boy, that I'm not the one that. Hi, Verbal. Thank you. Peas. Only if she had a free couch. D-Boss. You know, I'm going to have to listen. I'm not really familiar with D-Boss, but... Oh, another bushwatcher. Okay. Yeah, people that I miss people that go live before like 4 or 5 in the afternoon when I get up. So if you're, yeah, in the morning, that's totally out. Um, well, exactly. Who does care about him? I don't believe in anybody getting paid to cover missing kids' cases. Well, I just, after all this time, got some actual money a couple of days ago. No, you can say whatever. Why aren't you showing receipts on the screen? Already answered that. Sassy Pants, thank you for commenting. Did Sassy Pants get the boot? Oh, innocent. Did you really? Yeah, I don't ever do Cash App or PayPal. Lisa, you say you know what happened to Rose. What did you do with her, and why are you madly in love with her husband? Yeah, that comment can go too, I think. Madly in love with her husband? What the hell are you talking about? I'm almost old enough to be his grandmother. Seriously? I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. Innocent, don't get carried away. You know I hate I hate to have people timed out. Oh, Mama T, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so let's continue on here because I do have some more stuff to say. Where are my pictures? Photos. Yeah, that whole implant thing is still getting to me. Mama T, did you just do gift memberships? Oh my god. Honey, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Hi, you guys. I never expected this. I would have been happy with even 1 or 2 members. Goodness, now I'm really going to have to kick out the content, aren't I? Okay, here's some. This is PG now, we're talking about. If I talk about another creator, which I might, I will be sure and say, but if I don't, okay. Fred was making all the meth the Wells were using. The Wells didn't use meth, so there we go. So Fred had Summer's head in a box. I hate to even say that, but how is that possible if she went to the rehab place? See, that's what PG, she's all over the place, you know. Hunter did it. She milks that for a week. Hunter killed Summer. Fred killed Summer. Cotton killed Summer. Fred and Laura together killed Summer. You know, every week it's a new theory with a new person that killed Summer. I mean, if you were exploring possibilities instead of outright saying that this person killed her, I mean, we don't even know if she's dead. I don't ever hear her explore any other possibilities other than that Summer was killed. And that kind of bothers me. Oh, verbal obsession. Lady Grace. Oh, thank you so much. So much, you guys. Remain Clam. Oh, this is Remain Clam White Van. Okay. Who do you think that is? Remain Clam white van. I know Remain Calm's neighbor had a white van show up and was accused of trafficking children. Is that who we're talking about? Oh, Mama T, you're please. I don't deserve all that. Okay, Mr. Rose, let me talk about that. Are you talking about the picture of Summer with Marlena's daughter standing in front of Candy's trailer? That was taken in March. I have several pictures from that day. The kids went to a party or not a party, I guess it was like Sabbath school or whatever. Robin was there. Summer's all excited to see Robin's reaching their hands out to her. It's Palm Sunday. They're waving palms. So it's March 28th, I believe. And Summer's head had been shaved shortly before that. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I have pictures of them coming home in the van. And then the one thing I wanted to say was Robin. Robin said that she did not see Summer with her hair cut until Mother's Day, which would have been in May. But yet, I have a picture of Summer with her hair shaved and Robin in March. So, I don't know. Robin seemed kind of hazy on a lot of things, I thought. But anyway, then they came home and those girls were playing. They were supposedly pretending they were little old ladies. Now, to me, Summer, it looks like she's just about to bust out laughing. She's trying to look sad, and that picture was photoshopped by several creators and to make Summer look bruised and beat up, make her face, half of her face look all black and blue. I know who did that. I have those pictures too, but that's not the case. They were just playing. They were playing all day, so I don't think that's been turned into something that it wasn't by YouTubers, and that really bothers me. Mama T got one. Ran 5150. Oh my God, Lord! Hi, Lord Jean. Welcome. That's really sad. She gifted herself. That's awesome. Misty Rose got one. Oh, if PG can say it, I can too. Yeah, what is the deal with the? I never have any trolls. Never. What is the deal with the trolls? Okay, I'm gonna delete the comment. All right, got it. Chasing Justice, hello. Lisa, did anyone ask Candace why Summer's head was shaved? Yeah, but they had a million different answers, didn't they? I don't know. I heard someone say that they were getting ready to traffic her, and that's why they shaved her head. Except that was her head was shaved in March. So, I mean, it was a long time before she went missing. In the pictures through the years, it seems like there's always a couple of the kids that have their heads shaved. I haven't seen them all have their head shaved at the same time, so it's really odd. I don't know. It's like taking turns or something. I don't know. But before Summer went missing, 2 of the boys did have their heads shaved, and Summer's was almost grown back. So I don't know. They had all kinds of reasons, didn't they? Yes. Robin did. I never thought Robin was a suspect. I thought she was really just an honest, caring person. And I know some people still think she is, but I don't understand why she participated in that whole heart thing in the hospital when she knew that was fake. And I know she knew it was fake. So why would she do that if she's so church-going and honest and upright and concerned about Summer? Why? I think you can ask that question about certain things that almost anyone in this case is doing. Why? Why? I don't know why. Why is anybody involved in this doing what they're doing? Will we ever know? Will this ever be solved? Oh, definitely, Bree. I think we are. Chasing Justice, hello. No, that was... Yeah, Lace was one, and then that Summer wanted her head shaved because she wanted to look like the boys, or Summer, or Candace. Candace didn't have her head shaved that short. Don did, but not at that time. Yeah, I don't know what the trolls are doing in here. Rosebud, hi. I just can't stay and listen to this about Summer. Well, is that it? It might be it. I guess I've just flown under the radar up until now. Mama T, you're going to go live tonight yet? It could be Lice. Yeah, I don't know. Love Me, Kiss Me, are you friend or foe? How do I know all about the Wells? Thank you, Innocent. How do I know? I don't know all about the Wells. What I know is really from looking into Rose's case. I was asked to investigate that, which I did, and talk to family members of the Wells, although I have never talked to Don, Candace, or Candy. Never met them. But I've talked to other family members, neighbors, friends, people that grew up with them, and just found a lot of things about them. The rest of it is just from research, finding records, using a calendar and a calculator. They can track them and find out where they are when. And in the Wells case, you can pretty much just follow their arrests. Sad to say. Thank you, Innocent. What heart thing, Brie? When Candace, remember she was in the hospital? People were so against Don and Candace at the beginning. They got blamed right away, which seems to always be the case with the missing child. The parents are always blamed, whether they had anything to do with it or not. But then Tim Mullen and Don came up with this. I call it the redemption tour. They did it was 3-pronged. They did the Searching for Summer Wells video where Tim and Don walk through the woods looking at the fallen leaves. They didn't look under anything or buy anything. They just walked through the fallen leaves. They did the dog trail video, which is the boys' motorbike thing. What they had to do with anything, I don't know, because she wasn't carried down the dog trail, Don. The dog's tractor sent down the driveway. I have a video about that too. I'll figure out how to play that. And then the heart thing was when Candace was in the hospital. And Don said she had to have a heart surgery that could end her life. It was really serious. That was not true. Candace actually went to a hospital twice, and they turned her away because there wasn't anything wrong with her. So she got pissed off and went to another hospital. She called someone I know and asked them to call Don and ask him to come to the hospital because he wouldn't answer her calls. Then when she got to the hospital, if you remember, she was in that bed, fully clothed with the covers pulled up, not hooked up to anything. And a friend of hers told me that she was spent most of the time outside the hospital on a bench smoking and eating pizza that she ordered and had delivered to the hospital. Candace told someone that Don and Tim cooked that up, and she was afraid to tell the truth. But then right after that, she went on Daisy's panel and doubled down and talked about, her heart surgery. So anyway, they did those 3 things, and then the tide kind of turned. And then people started thinking maybe Don and Candace didn't do it, and maybe they didn't. I don't know. I don't know any more than anyone else. But, I mean, it was all theater, right? Robin also brought Dotson to their church as a guest. I don't think Dotson, he doesn't seem suspicious at all to me. If you saw that, and I could play that again, I probably should. Dotson was very, very careful about what he said. I thought he seemed very truthful and honest and thoughtful, before he answered the questions. And then when he would say, he didn't say, in my opinion, about anything or state anything as fact. He said, Candace said this, the boys said this. He just related what he was told. He didn't put any slant on it or anything. I don't think he knew, and people said, oh, he married a girl that looked like a child. Really, she's like a grandmother. So, and then I heard people say they got divorced. They did not. I heard people say he moved right away. He's still in the same house he was in when he moved from Texas. Last I looked. They just started all these rumors. He was in that costume, and they said, oh, he's a devil worshiper, satanic, this and that. It was an outfit for the Renaissance Festival, for crying out loud. I don't like how people put a slant on everything and make everything. I mean, everybody in town did not participate in this. And I think people are going a little far afield. But that's just my opinion. Oh, Mama T, thank you. Oh, no, life's a dance. Oh, yes. Life's a dance. You're being invited to a live, to a panel. Robin knows more. I think she actually does. I'm that Pam. Okay, Pam. You know what? You're not Pam anymore. We'll fix that so she can't. Too much BS. Welcome. You should be Pam. Pam's gone. Goodbye, Pam. Steel-toed. That was my steel-toed boot there. You don't know how much that hurts me. I don't like. Everybody knows I don't like to delete comments. Okay, and supposedly Fred is tracking Marlena's every move. And reporting it to PG from Indiana. Does anybody know if Fred and Ziggy are still together? Did they break up? Did Fred leave? Is that why they're not on YouTube anymore? I'm not trying to start rumors. I'm just asking questions. Does anybody know what happened at Fred's court appearance? You know, the one where he was going to fly innocent from New Zealand to come to? I should check that out. Oh no, Ernie's at it. Probably to yeah, I mean, Gene, that was quite creepy, wasn't it? Oh, thanks, Mom T. Thank you so much for your support. Have a good evening. In my opinion, Don did not help at the beginning. Panel hopped high as a kite. Yeah, I don't know what Mullins is doing. I don't know what his end game is either, but some people think he's trying to make a documentary and wanted the inside scoop. I don't know. He was pretty Johnny on the spot, wasn't he? Let's see. More PG. Tennessee won't prosecute without a victim. Well, we don't know anybody was a victim, and of course they would prosecute if they had evidence. You don't need a victim. However, you do need to be able to prove that your victim is dead, and they can't prove that right now. A lot of people believe some are still alive. Oh, everybody, I think, does everybody here know about Don and Candace and Don wrecking the Subaru and Candace leaving and staying with her her employer? PG kept saying for weeks, Don and Candace are together as we speak. I know they're together right now at one time. They did not break up. Well, they did break up. I don't know why she was so insistent. She actually missed her chance there, didn't she? She said Don is lying about why he came back from Utah. It had nothing to do with Candace. Why did he? She didn't say that. Oh, here's one thing PG said. She called in. She called in something about Jody Sue to the TBI. And then she called back later to make sure they followed up on her tip. And they told her that they did. They said they went out to Jody Sue's and knocked on the door and they asked her some questions. And then they told Peachy what Jody Sue's answers were. Okay, I'm sorry, but that is total bullshit. If you've ever called, they're not going to tell a YouTuber all that information. It's a one-way street. It's not a two-way street. You don't call and check up to see if what they did with the tip and have them tell you their whole investigation. That's not how it works. And I'm sorry, but that's ludicrous right there. And she said that disgusting thing with Lisa Jutton and the little girl in the hotel room. I don't want to even go into more about that, but she said, well, we still haven't heard the results of that. You aren't gonna. I got to tell you, these people that are so entitled, I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't know. The Wells. Maybe. Now, I don't think that saying, oh, she liked to do this, she liked to do that, is that much of an indicator. I think that people put too much, this is just my opinion, people put too much emphasis on that because, I mean, if I was talking about my sister, it's a good thing she's not on YouTube, say, oh yeah, she used to soak her mittens in the mud puddle at the bottom of the driveway and suck on them. She did. She'd kill me if I told that. But I don't think you just look back on memories or something and say, oh yeah, Summer, she liked to do this, she liked to do that, and that's probably true, she did. You wouldn't say, oh, she still likes riding her bike, because I don't know, that's just me. I have my opinion about that. Don did everything he could to get people to look anywhere but 110. It was all, oh, Summers, she's far, far away. She's in Mexico. She's here, she's there. She's, halfway across the country by now. He didn't want anybody looking around there. And I think there's a reason for that. I don't know what it is, but he went over. Why does Pam keep coming back? Pam? Well, they talk like Summer was dead. They did. Don said he'd see her in the resurrection, didn't he? I don't know if he meant she was dead or if she was just that he wasn't going to see her again. So that could have meant that he thought she was kidnapped. But yeah, they did act like they knew she was gone and wasn't coming back. I agree with that. Pam, move on. Pam, there's a reason why you're blocked on 95% of YouTube channels. And you're living up to your reputation here. I don't know for a fact. Okay, let me see. What I share are theories and opinions. I don't know for a fact if Wells are involved. Boy, I've changed mine. I have two theories that I came up with at the beginning, but I'm willing to entertain anything, you know? Maybe Summer did, I don't know, wander in the road and got hit. I don't think so. I don't think they left. I don't think Summer would go to the road. You know, was she trafficked? As sad as that is, it might have happened. One thing I do know, she wasn't an organ donor. And I see that pop up on a certain misinformation channel. Yes, Tim Mullen's friend's son did get I believe it was a liver. But that was a good week to 10 days before Summer went missing. So I don't think Summer walked around without a liver for a week and a half. Sorry. I just don't. Oh, Pam was banned. Oh, I'm sure I'm like way, way behind in chat as always. Ziggy and Fred are just staying off YouTube. Okay, thanks, Meme Jane. I wondered if there was something else behind that. Oh, I've seen Pinocchio before. I'm more boring than what's a librarian? PG, is that you? What do you know about a bagging suit and Booger King? Ziggy's last video on TikTok was 4.9. What is it now? Okay. They are together. Okay. Okay, thanks you guys for answering. Last video, she said she was taking a break. Her and Fred were together. Maybe she realized YouTube and needed to get a job. You know, I found her a job. And for my trouble, I got banned. I got blocked. I found her a job at one that she could easily do. That wasn't hard on her back or anything. I thought it was an awesome job. It was at Walmart. You know, shopping orders for pickup. So she wouldn't even have to deliver them or take them anywhere or anything, you know, you just go around and gather them up, and then they come and get them. So, I don't know, I think that's a pretty neat job. I could even do that. My decrepit old self. But, yeah, she wasn't very happy, I guess. Yeah, the gas pump. I don't know. How did that little message get on there? I didn't post that. Yeah, they are back together. Thanks, Life's a Dance. Yeah, there could be corruption going on. I don't know. You know, the TBI in Hawkins County, they sure make an awful lot of drug and trafficking arrests, though. So I don't think they're slacking. I just think this is a really unusual case. I really do. I mean, there's no evidence. There's literally no evidence. Somebody got a lucky break. Unfortunately for summer. If Prayer Garden is ludicrous, then you are P. Diddy. I'm not talking about rappers. Is Moneybags? Why are they still around? Alright, I'm going through. PG's my best friend. Oh, I'm definitely getting trolled there. Stop bagging PG. I haven't even gotten started. I could talk for days about her. Somebody trim the bush to get PG out. You know she's watching. Becca. No, you're right. Too much BS. They did not react as typical parents. But you're right. There are reasons that they might have. Yeah. I don't know, but how can you compare? They were addicts. I don't think they. Oh, I shouldn't say that, but they don't. They don't seem to have emotions. Either of them. I haven't seen it. Becca's eyes. Didn't Lisa say you are one that likes to? She said that. Becca, you're hilarious. Maybe it's the Pam that goes on PG's. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. Pam Tate. Yep. I've never seen a news. Yeah, Dita Lynn, that was very odd, wasn't it? Why couldn't she just talk and tell her that? Why does she have to write a note? How did she happen to have pen and paper out there on the vehicle? Yes, too much BS, I agree. But I think some people call it trauma bonded. I don't know. You know, they're in a very codependent, dysfunctional relationship. And sometimes it's hard, especially if you don't have anybody to help facilitate that. You know what? It's hard. I've been in abusive relationships and you get so beaten down. I don't know. I'm not sure anybody else would put up with either one of them in the long run. But that's just my opinion. Didn't Shoot and Marion get in trouble at Walmart one time? I think that didn't come out like what you meant. You only want to see Ziggy go to work so you can slip it in her man, Fred. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm waiting. I'm actually offended that all the people that Fred is talking to when Ziggy's sleeping, that he hasn't contacted me. Fred, are you out there? I'm here. Have a good night, Bree. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Hawkins County. Yeah, there's some shenanigans going on there. There's no doubt. But whether it's involved in Summer's case, I don't know. Now, here's a thought. There's so many people there that want law enforcement to get the hell out of their business. You know, I mean, who on Ben Hill wasn't a drug dealer? I'm sure there's a couple, but I think that brought a lot of attention to the area and, you know, exposed a lot of people's secrets to the public. And it just seems like if anybody knew anything, they would talk just to get law enforcement the hell out of there. I mean, you know, don't they have like, what's it called? Here it's called, it's not silent witness. What is it? Where you can call and be anonymous. I mean, don't you think somebody would have talked for $70,000? I think some people there would sell their mother for $70,000. That's a hell of a lot of money. Oh, well, I did try to help her, and I did, honestly. It doesn't matter if I don't like her or not. I did try to help her. I thought that was a good fit for her. I also told her to, when she was had that shut off for her electric bill, I tried to help her with that too, and I told her to call 211 because they pay shut off notices, and I got blocked for that too. That might have been Justin, though. He doesn't like me, and he was a mod there then. Special trolls. That's a good word for it. Didn't think it married last April. I don't know for sure. PG gives everybody the boot, but you know, yeah, it's First Amendment over there. Emotionally unavailable. Exactly, Dinglin. Yeah. Battered women syndrome. But you know, she beats the shit out of Don too. So I think it's mutual. She can take care of herself. She broke Don's eardrum. Other people have seen her hit Don. I don't know. Exactly. Yes, and you know the other. Well, I don't want to say. I can't say that. I guess, but yeah. If you were from, I'll just couch it a different way. If you were from a dysfunctional family, you need a partner that's going to help you, that's going to support you and help you in your decisions and guide you a little. And Candace, I don't think, has ever had that. I don't think she's had anyone that ever really gave a shit about her, except for Candy. Candy always put Candace first. So, but you know, how beneficial was that? Just caring about her didn't really give her the guidance that I think she needed. So Candace needs someone to advocate for her, and it's not going to be Dawn. So there we got off on. Stop stealing white boys' words like you do everything else. I don't even know what that means either. Ah! Ah! Dina Lynn, no way! Spill the tea! I'm jelly. I know several people he's talked to, but oh, how many plots? Yes. Oh, Ziggy's PI. I thought Dirtbag moved on, but apparently not. Okay, let's go back to what we were talking about because we haven't gotten very far on my list here. Cotton told Fred Hill he was on the hill the day Summer was murdered. Who'd you hear that from? That sounds like a Fred said. Because Cotton didn't tell us that. Isn't that when Fred said that Cotton said he was sleeping with mother and daughter? I don't believe that either, sorry. TBI told Don they knew he was trafficking Summer. I don't believe that. Law enforcement busted open their safe looking for tapes of Summer. Actually, they got a tip that Summer was in the safe. I heard that from a reliable source. Oh my god, some of the stuff I can't even say. A Spanish dude was outside Candace's room. She's talking about the hotel room in Arkansas. Remember, Don had come back, his parole officer, probation, told him to come back to Ben Hill. And he left Candace there to help Margie with her bone infusions to help her take care of the kids. And so Candace moved around the other side of the building to Margie's, and then that guy was standing outside the door. PG said that was Jose's son. And now she decided it's a Spanish guy. And she said Ernie found some Spanish people working at a pig farm in Tennessee. I'm sorry, but what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Candy could see both doors to the house from the steps of her trailer. Okay, that is a lie. That's a lie. She could not see the bottom door from her trailer at all. Not even close. Why is my cat walking between me and my phone? Okay, last night Peachy announced that one of the Light brothers found Carly Trent. That's another piece of misinformation. There was no Light that found Carly Trent. Here's a picture. Carly Trent was found by Roger Carpenter, Donnie Lawson, Stuart Franklin, and one other guy, Hamblin. There's a picture of them in the paper. I have a picture of them. There's no Light there. So where the hell she got that? Why would you say something? She honestly just makes stuff up or shoots her mouth off and says things that aren't true. I've never seen her have a receipt ever for anything. And she's always saying Don and Candace are in back chat, saying nasty stuff. Don and Candace are not in her back chat. I know that. I mean, they both work, so they're usually in bed. I don't think they're staying up to watch PG on YouTube and go in her back chat. But anyway, one night she said I was in back chat, calling her racist slurs. Whatever. I was not in back chat. And then one night she was saying Don was back there saying terrible things. And Lisa Jen was on panel. And she said to Lisa, can't you see it? And Lisa said no. So I went up in back chat and there was nothing there. There was no one there. There was nothing typed there. There was nothing in back chat. I'm sorry. I don't know why she feels like she needs to. Does anybody really believe that? Does anybody believe that all these people are in PG's back chat calling her names every night? Please tell me. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm just kidding. It's those brownies. Paul Blart. You use the same damn picture for every one of your accounts, Paul. You need to wise up. You know, when you're gonna make sock accounts, you need to change the av. Because that's kind of a dead giveaway if you use the same one on all your accounts. Plus, I mean, be a little creative, guy. Seriously. Yeah, Jody Sue Brown. I know she ignorant. Ignorant. I know. I don't know content. You're absolutely right, Innocent. It is content. She gets people all worked up. Let's see. Here she is praising Ernie. Okay, so yeah, Ernie's done so much for Summer too. You know, Candace never said that she was going to tell Ernie where Summer was in 2 days. She wasn't going to tell him shit. And she just said, well, give me 2 days and we'll talk. She didn't say she was going to tell him where Summer was. And when she was on the phone with him, gagging and vomiting and digging, she was not burying Summer. I think at least 50% of YouTubers know exactly where she was, and they were surrounded by people. She was with a friend of hers. They were digging a fire pit, and so that will give you a hint where they were, kind of. And Candace was drunk. So, Ernie. I didn't want to talk about Ernie tonight. I wanted to wait. However, I see a lot of people commenting about him in chat. He started a lot of rumors with his signs and symbols, and I am going to do a show about that too. The color red means trafficking, rain means trafficking, this means trafficking, that means trafficking. None of that means trafficking. I mean, it's like he took pictures of the wells or situations and said that those were all signs of trafficking. Okay, I gotta say, the rain barrel thing, I think that was, what day was that? That was the 28th, I believe. So that was about 2 weeks before Summer went missing. I have a dated screenshot of that. Now, if that was true and that was trafficking, for one thing, you can't even read the whole for sale. It says for sale, but wouldn't you put that front and center, or, put that facing towards the camera? I mean, if you were advertising something, right? In the second place, after Summer went missing, if that's what you were doing, would you keep posting that video over and over? I mean, they deleted a lot of stuff. Why wouldn't you delete that if that's what they were doing? That literally makes no sense whatsoever. You'd hide that. That would be the first thing you would take down, would be that rain video. I mean, I don't know. I'm not PM. No, you're probably PG or I know you're not Lisa Jetton. Okay. Every time I go back to my pictures, those conversation with Jimmy Lambers. I want that $10,000 that she's going to give for information about Summer. Okay. Oh yeah, PG turned in the tip about Morrison Cemetery. And she's hearing through the grapevine that they're taking it very seriously, and the case is going to be solved. And who solved it? PG thinks that she turned in the tip that solved the case. And if TBI doesn't dig up that grave, they're not doing their job. No, their job is not to indulge in bullshit. They can investigate how likely it was. And actually, they did investigate it because that grave was dug before Summer went missing. And that guy was not buried until the 17th. So they'd already checked over there. They checked that with cadaver dogs and eliminated that before he was buried. So now PG's saying that if that, well, for one thing, they're not digging it up yet because you have to have a court order to exhume a body and you have to have evidence. So that didn't happen like within an hour or two. I'm sorry. Plus, she said, "Oh, I hear that the family has to agree." Yeah. And she said if they don't agree, it's because they're selfish and inconsiderate and uncaring, and God would not let them in the pearly gates. They're going another direction. Really? Because they don't want to exhume their relative's body, they're going to go to hell? What the fuck? I'm sorry, PG, but your church does need to be burned to the ground. Oh, yeah, she's all talking about, here's something you don't know, PG, and I do. She talks a lot about Don driving the Subaru so that he would have Starlink as an alibi. The Starlink wasn't working. It hadn't been working in quite a while in that vehicle. So there goes your theory about that, PG. Maybe if she's in the bushes, she'll listen and hear. Stop talking about that. Oh my God. I thought Sassy Pants was timed out. Gemma and Kay. What was ever made? Okay, wait. What was ever made of the phone call Tiffany Marie played 3 years ago of allegedly Candace's mother's friend stating that was Ziggy Valero, wasn't it? Wait. Yes. Just a minute. I'm thinking. Wasn't that Ziggy Valero? Because there was more than one scenario. I think that was. I gotta think because that was Ziggy Valero called Critical K. I don't remember Tiffany Marie playing that. and I went over. There's four different calls that she made to Critical K, and those are on Patreon right now. And I went over all four of those, and her story did change. First she said that Candy did not go to the swimming hole. And then the next day she said she did. So I don't know, she had her story kind of wandered like everyone's did. She didn't write anything down. She did it all by memory. So I don't know. I don't know whether that story was real or not either. I don't know. Okay, here. PG says Summer was dead in the milk jug video. She's talking about how they propped her up on the milk and how they put the seatbelt on her to hold her up, and how tight the seatbelt is on her to hold her in place. The seatbelt is only around her waist. The shoulder strap is behind Summer, so it's not holding her in place. She said that they put lipstick on her, and it's smeared on her bottom lip, and they used a compact to put like foundation on her to cover up where her face where there's bruises. Yeah, I call BS on that too, because do you really think that Candy and Candace drive around in Candy's truck with makeup? I mean, come on, as PG would say. Come on. I don't think so. She said she's actually decomposing in that picture. We know she was alive. They talked about her being alive. Oh, Sassy Pants is gone. I'm going to have to get some steel-toed boots. Do you believe Jenna told the truth? I don't know, Dina. I don't think Jenna deliberately lied. I think she repeated things that were lies that were told to her. Although she did admit that she lied and about her GoFundMe. Yeah, she wasn't homeless. She admitted that she lied to get money. So I don't know. There you go. Everybody in this case is lying, aren't they? At some point or another. How can you sort out what's true and what's not? Because we don't have anything to gauge it by. Okay, I wanted to go to one particular thing that I thought was hilarious. Let's see where that is. I see there's this guy that commented in a couple places, and he commented on one of my posts, and his name is Summer of the Night. And he said that he was in jail with Don, and Don told him that Ernie was a state police officer. Okay, Ernie was not a state police officer. And when I found this guy's picture, and the picture is a guy that was arrested for child sexual abuse in Cincinnati. So what's going on there? Don was not in jail in Ohio, and Don wouldn't say Ernie was a state police officer. So anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. And if that's not him and he's just using that picture, Why would you pick a picture of a guy that was a pedophile, convicted pedophile? Oh, where's that part I want to read? Because okay, here's a comment. I think we're almost done because I like to keep it at 2 hours. This is a lady that continually has out there comments. Law enforcement never went into the house. She's talking about the wells and looked at anything. They didn't because they believe everything that the wells were saying. She's always been anti-wells. And they didn't even think to go into the house. And Don and Candace knew they wouldn't go in the house because they don't care, because this has been going on here for years and no one believes it. They did go in the house. On the dispatch call, it even said to search everything, even if they said it had already been searched. Does anybody remember that? Plus, TBI on their page with the actual factual says that the house was searched multiple times. So why do people that don't even know the basic, I mean, for crying out loud, before you comment about something, go on the TBI website and read the facts there. You know, like about the truck, the red truck. Who thinks the red truck has anything to do with Summer going missing? I'm not going to say put a 1 in the chat. Feel free. Okay, here's another creator that's kind of a nutcase, in my opinion. Mocking the Wells for putting the Summer Wells banner on the lawn, acting like they just, threw it on the ground. You know why they put that? They did have it on the roof of the house at one point too. So I don't know if it was in the grass before or after, but they did that because people were flying the drones over their house and they wanted that to be visible. Now I'm not defending the Wells, but that's why they did it. And, here's proof right here. I'm looking at it. Here's a picture of from a drone showing that in the yard. There you go. I'm actually picking up put a 1 in the chat. Hey, Beck, at least I didn't say put a lightning bolt in the chat. Put a lightning bolt in the chat. John states they ransacked the house 11 times. I believe that. I do believe that. And if you looked at the inside of the house, you can see why they needed to check it more than once. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there, and there's a lot of places where, Summer could be hiding or someone could be hiding Summer. So I have no doubt that house was thoroughly searched many times. Although I know they did not fingerprint anything. So I think that they didn't ever treat it as a crime scene at the beginning. I think they really did think that Summer just wandered off. Because if they thought it was something nefarious, wouldn't they have taken fingerprints? Or taken fingerprints of the door, the downstairs doorknob? Or, I mean, if someone went in there, if they thought they did, but everybody says, I said, that's the one thing everybody agrees on, is that door was locked. Don said it was locked. Candace said it was locked. David Dodson said the boys told him that door was always locked. I think it was locked. So that means Summer would have had to have gone up the stairs and out the top door. Which means Candy and Candace would have seen her if they were looking, if they were out there. Okay, I'm just rambling. Wait, what? Ziggy crawled out from... My chat isn't working very good, and I don't know why. Ziggy crawled out from under them. The Grifter Prime. Okay. I can't find what I want to find. Just a minute. There's so much here that I would like to say and talk about. Oh, I can't find that one. Bear with me. Yeah, that's as far as I went. I guess I'm not going to find it, but it was PG talking about how open panel over here every night. All opinions are welcome. You know, you don't have to agree with us. No one will get timed out. Everybody can speak their mind over here. We don't boot anybody. Almost everyone I know has been blocked from PG's chat. Yeah. Put a 1 in the chat and put a 1 in the chat if you're not blocked in PG's chat. There we go. I'm not expecting. Oh, Nana, I'm so glad you could stop by, hon. Jacked up. I want to talk about jacked. Oh, Innocent, you're not blocked? Becca, you're not blocked? Everyone won. No, if you're not blocked. If you are not blocked in PG's chat, put a 1. I wasn't expecting to see any 1s. I don't speak in PG's chat. Oh, Katie Ann. Katie Ann's not blocked. Innocent. You know, it's so funny. I was blocked for so long in PG's chat, and then did she unblock everybody? Because, you know, she says put a 1 in the chat if you agree with her after she stated that you implied that you better agree with her. And put a 1 in the chat. And so, I was just fucking around and I was blocked, right? So I typed 99 in the chat. And all of a sudden I hear people talking about me. But I didn't last long in there. I was talking, everybody was really nice. Even Molly Roberts was nice to me. And then I forget what it was I said, and I got the steel-toed boot again. My butt's getting kind of sore. Oh, Exploited. Hello. Welcome. I told her she didn't have any facts. And she yelled I was a Wells supporter. I've never seen her show a receipt. She argued with me about the layout of the Wells house. I'm like, lady, you've never even been to Tennessee. Give me a break. I said, you can't see. We were talking about Jody Sue saying that she saw, Summer get out of the shower naked with Don, right? Which she later said she never said that. But I'm like, she never got out of the truck, and you can't see the shower or the bathroom from the truck, from the doorway. And PG was arguing with me, and I wouldn't back down. I'm like, you're wrong. You have no idea what you're talking about. And I know that. Well, then later Jody Sue came out and said that, she said she never said that, right? She said that she saw Candace and Summer naked in the doorway yelling for a towel. She said she didn't see Don. She thought she saw a shadow or something behind them, but yeah, she couldn't. I mean, she admitted she couldn't see anything. Although, I mean, he admitted that he did shower naked with the kids, right? So I believe that. However, you can't see the bathroom from sitting in the truck in the driveway. And her saying that Jose grabbed Summer naked out of the shower with Don, okay, I'm calling BS on that too. Because are you going to shower naked with Summer in front of a strange man in your house? I don't think so. And is he going to let that strange man grab his naked 5-year-old daughter? No. Yeah. But that's PG's story. I seen you get the boot. For Candace, too much BS. You got some good comments there, babe. You're making some good observations. For Candace to help with her mother's brace, only to be gone 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. But would they go up the hill in the first place? That's a long ways from the road. Plus, it's pretty rutted and stuff. I mean, Candy couldn't even get the bus up there. She had to have Jose help her get the bus up the driveway. So, I mean, I think it'd be pretty rough walking up there. And would you go up there with, 2 adults and 4 children? And for all you know, Don was there too because his truck was there. So, yeah, I don't see that as a possibility. Plus, the dogs track Summer sent down to the road, right? So that meant Summer walked down there, right? I don't know. Too many intangibles. Okay, so I'm going to go. Thanks, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you more than I can say. Thank you for all the memberships. I am overwhelmed with that. God, I didn't expect that. And that's just awesome. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. I didn't expect that at all. I wasn't even, going to say anything about it. You guys are pretty observant that you even noticed that was there. Jody Sue, yeah, retracts everything. You are right, Dina Lynn, because she also said that Summer was drinking alcohol from a sippy cup or something, remember? Then later on she said that she never said that. And I made a short of that. She said that one of the boys grabbed a sippy cup that Candace was drinking alcohol out of, and Candace grabbed it away from him and told him not to drink it. And we could do a whole Jody Sue Brown said channel too. Well, maybe we should make a channel for each person. Becca, why don't you get on that? You're good at that. Oh my god, innocent? No. That was kind of a weird thing. Was it suicide? Because she had that picture with all those bruises, but that was faked. I saw the proof that that wasn't true. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Oh yeah, Becca. To choose that day to take summer would be a 1 in a million shot. Yeah, and as far as if you were going to kidnap a kid, it would be so easy to just go to Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge or even on this, go to Walmart. I mean, why wait all day? I mean, they were gone almost all day. They didn't get home until like 3:30. So you're just going to hang around and wait until Candace comes home with Summer? I mean, why would they target Summer? You could just kidnap a kid off the street and probably wouldn't even be noticed for a while. Seriously. Um, yeah, I don't think that's logical. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. I do not believe the Jose story. I don't believe it at all. Jose was coached. Jose was given materials, and that's a fact, that was admitted, to study before he went on that interview. So he was coached to what to say. He called Candy Grandis. Now, he didn't call her that. That came from YouTube. YouTube made that name up. How would he have known that? Plus, he wasn't there even half as long as he said he was. And he said Don drove the red truck to work when he had to go long distances. Now, how the hell would Jose know that? Because wasn't Don only there a week and then they got in the fight and Don was in jail and then Jose left? So how would Jose even know what Don drove to work? Did Jose follow Don to work? I don't believe that. Plus, Tucker's trucks all say Tucker Drywall on the side of them. The only red truck that wasn't marked was John's coworker. And I doubt he would take his coworker's truck to drive long distances. Yeah, I don't believe that at all. I don't believe almost anything Jose said. I mean, it was all pretty much disproven, right? Although he did admit he slept with Allie. If you were going to lie about stuff, I think I'd lie about that. I don't mean to make fun of Allie. Guess the dogs were on vacation. People kept saying the dogs didn't bark, but I'm like, how do we know? How do we know the dogs didn't bark that day? How do we know that? We don't. The dogs could have been barking their heads off all day, for all we know. Because who's going to tell us that the dogs didn't bark? I don't know. Are you leaving, Annabelle? Did somebody leave and I didn't notice? Oh, have a great weekend, Rakes. Thank you, Becca. Rain Dancer. I'm really, 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 really behind in chat again. But I'm known for that. Did Jose really pass away? Some people don't believe it. I saw the death certificate. Prissy had it on her channel, but it is privated. But I did take screenshots of it. It said accidental fentanyl overdose. And it had the address of the park in California there, wherever Chris McDonough said he was found in a tent. Someone else did go to that park and look around. I saw that video somewhere. So, I don't know. I guess it depends on if you believe Chris McDonough or not. I don't know, but I don't think Jose took Summer. I mean, he was gone long before that. Like I said, people need a calculator and a calendar because things aren't lining up very well. Here's, PG, one of PG's favorite stories is that Pam and Don, when they lived in Arkansas, were going to the churches and food kitchens and things looking for pregnant young women that they could bring home, and then they could traffic the babies. So then that's how they met Candace, because she was pregnant and they brought her home, and then they found out the baby was mixed race and they didn't want it. Okay, Candace had that baby and it was gone long before Candace met Don. She was not pregnant when she met Don, and the baby was not mixed race. I do know how that started, though, how that rumor started. So that whole thing, why does she keep repeating that? None of that is true. Calculator and calendar. Okay. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Thank you so much. And come back again. I got a lot more things to talk about. So everybody have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for your support. And I don't take anything for granted. I appreciate everyone that comes here, and I appreciate my mods. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you next time.